Welcome to another episode. Today's question is, how did the two lies, God and money, become real? The questioner has asked, how did the two lies, God and money, become real? Both are created by human beings. One is created to steal wealth from the people who produce, by the people who control. The people who control want to steal the money from the people who produce. So money is introduced for that. But if it is not paper currency, they will use it gold, land, or something else. Man will find ways of hoarding the wealth. Other is created to escape from the reality. Man does not want to face himself, the truth. The truth is naked. But he wants to cover it with lies and fantasies. But it is up to you. You are holding on to it. You can leave both. Just leave it. You are holding on to money and God. If you want to leave it, leave it. Money you can use it as a tool to buy your food and essentials. And you find out what is God apart from the world. Where is it? Not the one man has invented, that which thought has invented, but beyond the world, beyond the images created, what it means. So let us see first from Osho, from his book The Sun Rises in the Evening, that is on God, chapter on God, we will see that. Now it is difficult for the ego of Nietzsche to accept any meaning from outside. He wanted the meaning from inside him. The meaning has to be his, not God. He did not want to borrow it from anybody. He was a very proud man. He declared God dead. But once God is dead, all meaning is dead. Once God is dead, then there is no center of existence. Everything starts falling apart. Everything starts integrating. All other values are dependent values. What is good if there is no God? It is derived from God. What is virtue if there is no God? And what is morality if there is no God? And who is a sinner and who is a saint if there is no God? And why not do this and why not do that if there is no God? In the same sentence, when Nietzsche declared God is dead, he also declared now man is free, naturally, free of all values, free of all restrictions, free of all responsibilities. Now man is no longer answerable. Nobody can ask him anything. Now there is not going to be any judgment day. Now man is free. Whatsoever he wants, he can do. Fyodor Dostoevsky says, if there is no God, then everything is permitted. Obviously, if there is no God, all is permitted. Then who is there to command you to do this or not do that? Then disobedience or obedience are both meaningless. Then Adam cannot be turned out of the Garden of Eden. There is no God who can prohibit him. There is no God who can say, don't eat the fruits of this tree of knowledge. And there is nobody who can force Adam to be obedient. And once God disappears, there is no sin, because sin is disobedience. Sin is going against the commandments of God. The disappearance of God means the disappearance of all values. Then man is purely an animal without any values. If there is no God, then man is certainly free. Jean-Paul Sartre says, man is condemned to be free. Condemned? Yes. If there are no values, then freedom is going to be too much. You will not be able to live it. life will become chaos, freedom will turn to chaos, into madness. And Nietzsche was aware that if there was no God, man was going to be mad. He himself became mad. Last years of his life were of great madness. He lost all sense of direction, all possibility of direction. There is nowhere to go if there is no God. But Nietzsche was not aware that there have been people who have said that there is no God and did not go mad. Buddha is one. There is no God, and still Buddha has not gone mad. In fact, Buddha says that you create God somehow to maintain your sanity. Your sanity is not true sanity. God is needed and to maintain it. Without God, you will be exposed. You are mad. God is just a trick to keep you safe. All your religions are nothing but strategies to keep you safe. Make-believes, consolations. Otherwise, life will be too much and you will not be able to bear it. The pain of it, the anguish of it. If you understand Buddha, then to believe God is somehow a way to protect yourself from the inner insanity that is there. A really sane man will not need God. A really healthy person, a whole person will not need God. He'll be godliness itself. Why would he need God? Nietzsche is not aware that Buddha has lived without God. And Buddha is not alone. Mahavira has lived without God. And Mahavira is not alone. Many other enlightened people have preceded him and succeeded him. In East, great traditions, Buddhists, Advaita, Tao, are all godless, and yet they are religions. The West is incapable of understanding how they can be religious, how they can call themselves religious if there is no God. They cannot think of a religion without God. They are obsessed with the idea of God. So if God is dead or God disappears or no longer found, man becomes disbelieving. Then he will go mad. Nietzsche went mad. The whole of humanity is slowly moving towards that madness. He predicted rightly. He was very prophetic man. So what we understand from this here, Osho is very clear. And if you think a little about it, you will also have that clarity. That man has invented God to keep him sane. What to do and not to do. What is sin and what is good. That is defined by the religion, by the God. He invented God to keep you safe, to have a sense of direction to your lives. Once you remove God, once you see that God is an invented thing, then all sense of direction is lost and you have nowhere to go. If you cannot live with that, then you go mad. But if you understand truly, in essence, the godliness is in you. You are the godliness. Then you become enlightened. Like Buddha, or so many Advaita saying, you can live as enlightened. So that is what he is trying to say. Next we have seen about God. Next we will see about money. The question was asked about both the things. So from the Divine Melody of Osho, from that book we will see some chapter which talks about money. People are attached to money and then they become detached from money. To have any attitude of attachment or detachment means you are still obsessed with money. Somebody says, I am detached from money. But why? What is the point of being detached from money? Is there still a fear of attachment lurking in your consciousness? Because the idea of detachment arises only when you are attached. When you are not attached, it is perfectly okay. Money is money. There are people who think that money is only God. There are people who are attached to money. Their only God is money. Then there are people who say that money is dirt. Not much difference. They have moved to the other polarity. Money is dirt. They won't touch money. There are such mad people in India. They are worshipped by people as sages. They are simply perverted people. They won't touch money. Once it happened, I was staying in a village. The man came and he gave me 5,000 rupees. A very rich man, but very traditional. I told him, right now I don't need money, but if I need some time I'll ask you. He had come to examine me, whether I would take the money or not. But this statement was puzzling for him because I had not said I would not take it. I said, when I need it, I'll ask you. But I had not taken, not accepted because I was in no need. So he was very much puzzled. He said, you have again confused me. I had come here with this money because my guru told us, go and see if he takes the money or not. That is the only criteria to find out whether somebody has achieved or not. If he has achieved, he will say, keep it away. Don't bring it close to me. Money is dirt. He will not touch it. You have not taken it, that's okay. But you have said you will take it when you need it. I said, because money is neither God or dirt. Money is simply money. And money is a utilitarian thing. When you need, money is valuable. When you don't need, there is no value in it. Value is not in the money. Money in itself is not valuable. It is just simply means of exchange, and a perfectly good means of exchange. Nothing is wrong with it, in it. You always puzzle. Why can't you give me a certainty? Either take it or refuse it. In India, there are saints whose sainthood depends on this phenomena, that they don't accept money. If you bring money to them, they will be angry. They will be enraged. They will start shouting at you. What do you think about me? Do you think I am so low that I will accept your money and you will come back full of deep respect for them? Perverted people, mad people. They are the same people now standing on their heads. First they thought that money was God. Now they think the money is dirt. But they cannot accept a simple phenomenon that money is money. It is neither God nor dirt. It is not of the greatest value nor of the lowest. It is just utilitarian means of exchange. So here you should understand, money is a utilitarian thing invented as a tool for your trading and your saving. You can't keep the produce, which happened in the barter days, which will get diminished, destroyed. So money is merely tools of exchange after the barter trading system. So use it as a tool. It is neither a God. Some people think money is God. No, money is not God. You don't worship money. And you don't throw it as a dirt, a hatred towards money. There is nothing. If you need it, you have to use money. If you don't need it, you save it somewhere. That's all. Don't throw it as a dirt. So that is another opposite. It is, use it as a tool, use it as a utilitarian thing for which it is invented. That is the fact. So with that, we have talked about money from our show. Next, we will see what J. Krishnamurti says. Meeting life. And he talks about money. Okay. Why has money become so important? Is it because money gives us freedom? You can travel if you have lots of money, become powerful, become Lord this and that. If you have money, you have status, you are respected, you are looked up to. This is happening. If you have money, you can do almost anything. Go against the laws. You see this every day. Money is not supposed to be transferred from one country to another. But if you are wealthy, you have a secret account in Switzerland. You know all this. Or transfer great wealth to America and so on. If you have money, you can enjoy yourself. So money has become extraordinarily valuable in all those senses. And without money, you can't do much either. If you want some clothes and so on, you must have some money. But the question is really, why has money in our life? Apart from buying necessary things or having something which is pleasant, nice picture or nice vase or some beautiful ornament, apart from all that, or a beautiful garden if you are lucky. Apart from that, do we lay such emphasis on money? So if one is occupied with money, why? Either you are poor, which is natural, then you have to be concerned about it. But even if you are poor, to be occupied entirely or eternally from morning till night, and the man is not right. The man who is very rich is also terribly occupied. How to keep the money? Increase it, the whole business. So the real question is, can the mind be free from all occupation? So from this you can understand what J. Krishnamurti says. We have great regards for money, great appreciation for money because it gives you power. People listen to you, respect you. You can bend the laws. You need not follow it. You can get away from it. You can hold money in Switzerland, secret accounts. It allows you to travel. So it has all the perks of it. A poor man necessarily he has to have money because otherwise it is for him the survival. He thinks about money. But then he need not think about it the whole day, and he will not also. He has to work. But a rich man, instead of being happy and settled, he will be thinking of it, increasing it manifold. He spends the whole time on it. So he is preoccupied with it. Enough money does not give him satisfaction. He wants more and more. He wants to multiply it. So that is the fate. Our mind keeps it occupied with one thing or other. It may be money or something else. That is what J. Krishnamurti says. So we have answered the questioner who was asked about the money and God, which are both lies, why it has come to be true, why people appreciate it, why people go after it. So we have seen it is for you either to hold it or leave it. It's real because you think it is real. It is real to a certain extent for its utilitarian value, money. God, it is used by religion because otherwise people who can't live on their own, who cannot bear the truth, bear the reality, they want to cover it up. Who can't understand the real actions, they want directions from somebody. They want religion. Money is simply a tool, not God. So if you understand all this, then money and God are not a reality for you. Money is utilitarian and God is an invented thing. The godliness beyond the word is in you. Find out that. Go beyond that. So with this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Thank you.